Making money problem. So this is a problem about making money. All right. Geraldine has been offered positions by two insurance companies. The first company pays a salary of $12,000 plus a commission of $100 for each policy sold. So what that means is, okay, so here's your first company, and they're going to give her $12,000 salary plus 100 for every policy. I'll use P for policy, for every policy sold. So that's what, so, if she sells 5 policies, she'll make $500 more. Okay, so that's going to represent how much money she makes. So I'll put M for money. So M is representing how much money made. Okay, so that's the first company. Now let's look at the second company. The second company, so let me write something over here. The second company pays a salary of $20,000, so significantly more on the salary, plus a commission of $50. Okay, so not making as much money on each policy though. You see a lot of, you used to see a lot of telephone plans that would do things like this, and you try to figure out which is the best deal and stuff. Okay. So the question says, how many policies would need to be sold to make the total pay the same? I'm sorry, I didn't write that this equals how much money she makes, right? So the question says, okay, like how many policies does she need to sell if she's in company 1 or if she's in company 2 so that the salary would, so her total money would be the same? Okay, so this is a good one for substitution. You have how much money she's making here, how much money she's making there. You want those to be equal. So 12,000 plus 100p is having to equal 20,000 plus 50p. And then we're trying to figure out how many policies she has to sell so that it would be the same amount of money. Okay, so it's a nice little problem. So that's what we have. I'm going to subtract the 50p off this side and this side. You have to do it to both sides. And so then that gives me 12,000 plus 50p equals 20,000. And now I'm going to subtract the 12,000. 50p. Let's see, what's that? 8,000. And then I'm going to divide by 50. And maybe I would pull out a calculator. Maybe I'll just say divide it here. So it's going to be 160. I think it's 160. So what does all that mean? Well, if she were to sell 160 policies, it doesn't matter if she went to company 1, company 2, they would be the same amount of money. So and it says how many policies would need to be sold to pay the total amount. So 160 policies is the answer. Okay, now a couple bonus questions here. They don't ask, but they could ask you, well, how much money does she make if she sells 160 policies? And you'd plug it in and you could figure out how much money she makes. It would come out the same in either equation. Another question would be, well, if she sells fewer than 160 policies, which company should she go with? She should probably go with the higher salary, I'm thinking, So yeah, I kind of have to think about that a little bit. You can play around with the numbers, but that makes the problem a little more interesting.